my pizza of choice. I am so surprised. I hear a bunch of people talk about this, and they all shit on my favorite, and I'm not going to change my mind. It is Gino's East. I think one of the things that I personally need to work on is just sending the text. Because shit like this can happen. Someone can be free, come down, meet you, you catch up with a friend that you haven't seen in forever. Vlogmas Day 6. Totally forgot to film this intro before I left the hotel, so I'm quietly filming this in the corner without a proper microphone, so apologies for the audio. We're back for another day at the conference. I've got a few more meetings, and then I'm actually going to go and meet up with my friend Layla for dinner. She lives here in Chicago, and usually whenever I'm here, especially with the larger group that we travel with traditionally to this show, I have like back-to-back business dinners and other things, and some things fell apart for tonight, and so I just texted her this morning being like, hey, don't know if you're free, totally last minute, but if you are, I would love to see you. And yeah, we're gonna go grab dinner, which will be really fun. I haven't seen her in a while. We actually met studying abroad in Australia. We became besties pretty quick, and I ended up like moving in with her and her roommates because my dorm sucked and slept on their couch for almost the entire study abroad experience. So yeah, that's a nice unexpected surprise. So it'll be great. Get some stuff done here, check off the business BS, and then go catch up with an old friend. So that is what we've got in store today. Come along.
Getting access to it is critical.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a good flight. I did not, because mine got canceled. So, but I'm here at least.
meet my friend Layla for dinner. I will recap my day with you guys once we get there. Hi. Yes. Good, how are you? Will do. Holy shit. Today was a crazy day. Busy, but very productive. I had a lot of really great conversations. I'll leave it at that for now. A lot of really great conversations. So that was good. And then they run shuttle buses back and forth from the convention center to the hotel. Rode back with my buddy. And then thought I was going to have a little bit of time just to relax. And then saw that people not at the show put time on my calendar to discuss time-sensitive stuff. So jumped on that, ended a little late, and had to sprint down to get an Uber to go out to dinner. It was so great catching up with my good buddy Layla. It's so funny when you meet someone in college or earlier in your life, and then you get back together and you're like talking about family stuff and all the things, and but still can kind of like pivot in and out of crazy stories, lifehood, adulthood, X, Y, and Z. I am someone who often struggles with, like, I don't want to impose on someone, especially like last minute, and ask, right? Everyone in my life has no problem saying no, right? But yeah, this morning some work stuff had fallen through, and I was like, I'm here. She lives in the city. Just text her and see. The worst you can say is no, which isn't even a bad thing. I think one of the things that I personally need to work on is just sending the text, because shit like this can happen. Someone can be free, come down, meet you, you catch up with a friend that you haven't seen in forever, and I am so bad at that. And I need to just get out of my head, get out of the, like, momentary pause as you're about to text, and just send it. So, yeah, long story short, it was awesome. It was so fun catching up with her. Had a phenomenal chicken parm sandwich, which I ate way too much of because it was too good. But yeah, so I just got back to the hotel. I'm going to chill, edit some more of yesterday's vlog, and hopefully call it an early night. I may end up having to swing back by the convention center tomorrow morning, but then I'm going to head back north, go pick up the pooch, and then head home to Minneapolis. So work for a little bit, and then we'll wrap up the night with a question. Hi. Back in the car again. Hey. Gave you guys a brief update last night. I was so tired. I passed out like nearly immediately after getting back from dinner. These shows are fucking exhausting. And as you can hear, I'm really hoping that I didn't pick up something because chest is a little bit heavy. But woke up this morning, had a call, packed up, headed over to the convention center, got a reintroduction to one of our partner leads for a key account, and ran into a couple of our sales folks as well, which was nice. And then had one more meeting, which we're all going to cross our fingers, I think was a very, very good meeting. TBD. And now I am on the road back to good old Wisco. Got about 3 hours to go, and I'm starving, so probably going to stop and grab something to eat on the road. But yeah, that concludes RSNA for me, 2025. Still goes for a couple more days, but unless you're there at a booth and you've got, a million events and other things to go to, it just gets kind of old. So check that off the list. I went back and looked at the footage I was trying to answer the question of the day, and the audio was garbo. So, and that I was, to be honest, taking an easy route out there with my favorite Chicago food, stuff I crave every time I go back. I'll answer that just because it's topical. I am obsessed with Portillo's. They are a hot dog place. It's Vienna beef hot dogs, which are just incredible. They also have cheesy beefs and burgers and salads. I don't know anyone who has had something on their menu and disliked it. My go-to order is the jumbo dog, ketchup only, with a medium cheese fry. Wait to eat the cheese because it is always like fresh out of a fucking cauldron. And a small chocolate cake shake. If you have never had a chocolate cake shake, they literally blend a whole piece of chocolate cake into a chocolate shake. And it is gluttonous beyond glutton. But holy crap, will that just really make your day. And it was so hard because when we first moved to Wisconsin, they didn't have them anywhere outside of Illinois, I believe. But when I moved back to Minnie, realized that they had franchised, and there are two. Well, there's two that are kind of close to us, and then there's one that's on the way, if you're like getting on the highway to leave Minnesota and head to Wisconsin. So yeah, that is my like hot dog of choice. I know it's somewhat blasphemous to have it ketchup only and not with like the works, but I'm never like a works guy. So that's my hot dog of choice, my pizza of choice. I am so surprised. I hear a bunch of people talk about this. Mateo Lane, David Dobrik, other, Chicago natives. And they all shit on my favorite, and I'm not going to change my mind. It is Geno's East. Their deep dish pizza with the patty sausage is otherworldly. It is truly an art form. It is like 15 pounds of carbs and carbs and carbs with a little bit of meat. I crave it all the time. It is truly like, nowadays it's like a one slicer, but what's nice is that you have like a really buttery crust that isn't that thick. You have a healthy chunk of cheese. And then because it's a patty sausage, every single bite you get some of their sausage in it. I usually scrape some of the sauce off because they kind of over sauce it for me, but it is just unfreaking believable. I think you can order them online and they like send them on dry ice or something for, I'm sure, $100. But Geno's East all the way. Boo to Giordano's. Boo to Lou Malnati's. I am not a fan. So for deep dish, Geno's East. They also let you like, at least they did when I was there last, which was a long time ago, like draw on all the stuff. It's kind of fun, at least as a kid. And then lastly, when you're talking about like thinner crust pizza, there's two contenders for me. One is Home Run Inn Pizza, which is closer to a hand tossed. It's not like a super thin, but I love their pizza. I do sausage with that too, and they actually sell frozen ones at Lund's and Byerly's by us. So I'm always digging in to that. And that's where like we went for all of our, I think like soccer celebrations or baseball celebrations when I was a kid. Super good. And the other one, I don't know how big of a footprint they have. They might just be in Mount Prospect, but it's Tortorisi's. And their like thinner crust is delish. Yeah, so those are my favorite Chicago foods. Disagree with me, you're wrong, that's fine. But it's a part of you. Dreaming of deep dish pizza and hot dogs. A very healthy diet. All right, well, I am going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas so far. And if you guys have any questions that you would want me to answer at the end of these videos, they can be holiday related, they can be life related, they could be career related, I don't really care. Feel free to leave them in the comments below. I had asked on Instagram and got some there as well, but yeah, I would love to answer the things that you're interested about. So, hope you all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.